Alexei,
Okay.
please. Mhm.
Hello, everybody. For today, I prepared a few issues, so let me share my screen. Is visible?
Yeah.
Yep.
The first one, in this issue, we received a fatal error message while configuring in the admin panel. It's pretty simple to reproduce. First of all, we need to enable a developer mode, then go to the store's configuration developer, front-end development workflow tab, and enable client-side less compilation. This option is recommended for team development. And in the CSS setting tab, we should enable merge CSS file. This must have. And after that, we receive a fatal error message. And we have attached video. And after that, we can no longer visit the admin page and the storefront. It blocks the pages. And you should pay attention to that separately from each other. These options work correctly, but in pairs they don't work.
And it affects only when developers mode is enabled, yes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So technically, it blocks development if we want to check or work with these two options. Yeah. Sorry, Eric, for interruption.
No. That's a good clarifying question. So yeah, I think I would agree with the severity on this one. In terms of S2, I think probably also a P2 as well. Even though it's developer mode, it is a bit of a blocker in that one. So I would say P2, S2. Agree with the severity.
Okay. Okay, let's move to the next one. In this ticket, we have a problem with the vertical movement of the zoom-in image. This needs to be checked on the smartphone or tabs. The steps to reproduce we go to product page and tap on an image and zoom in. We have attached video. As we can see that horizontal movement speed is more smooth than vertical. The vertical movement is quite sharp. The vertical movement should be the same as when moving the picture from left to right.
It's very sharp. It's like hard to review image, or it's just some discomfort during reviewing. Like, how to understand? It's just not so quick, or it's very quick, and just you need to be very accurate user to see the picture.
I think it's very quick. The vertical movement, I think, should be the same as the picture left, right.
Yeah, this one seems pretty minor. I would say probably a P3 S4 on this one.
Okay. The next one is about a problem when the price level is not displayed when clicking edit in cart. The PR has already been created for this issue. Let's take a look at it. To reproduce this issue, we should create a configurable product with a switch option and tire price to one of the option, for example, and then go to the configurable product page select the tire price product, and tires price is shown for selected swatches. But when we add the product to cart, then click on Edit button for mini cart page, the tire price block doesn't show on product page. The expectation that the tire price block should be visible.
What about final price is applicable for menu cart? I mean, if customer buy two products, does he receive correct price or it just ignored?
Yes, yes. It's just informative.
So just message is missed, but price calculated correct.
Yes. Behavior correct, but block is missing.
Yeah, this one would be, I would say P3S3 on this one. So it's not going to be super common, but we definitely want to get it fixed since it's being removed there.
Okay, and the last one. We can change customer group when placing an admin order. This is a fairly old problem. We have in this attached three similar issues. To reproduce this problem, we should enable. We should go to configuration, customers, custom configuration, create new account, new account options, enable automatic assignment to customer group to yes. And when we go to admin sales order, select create new order and create new customer, under account information, changes the group. We have the video attached. We create new order, create new customer, change group, and back to default group. This option set to yes, Magento is trying to validate the what ID, and it's following and reverting the customer group to default. I said it is a pretty old issue. Two of them were created in 2016 and the last one in 2019.
And why is that issue are still open? Is there a duplicate of this one or this one duplicate of that?
Because these three issues were closed.
Oh, okay.
It's quite an old problem, and this issue, as I know, has been fixed in 2.2 or more old version of Magento, and probably it was just not merged in the latest 2.4. Something like that.
I'm sure that we reviewed the same issue on one of our previous sessions because the scenario looks like the same, and we set some priority and severity for that issue. Okay, I will try to find that issue. Yeah, but currently we can go ahead and set some priority and severity for this one. I think it will be the same.
Also, I want to add couple of probably important nuances. This option, like automatic assignment customer to group, it was initially developed for like to work together with what ID customers, but actually, as you can see, it even not possible to change group. And also, as I know, we have verified this flow. Not we actually, Alexei verified this flow with valid and invalid what ID and behavior always the same.
Yes, I will try to. I tried to place order with a customer with valid ID, and it also changed default.
That's it. Quite old issue.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I struggle with it, right? We've had it several times. It kind of gets deferred. It comes back. I don't know if we would prioritize it any higher. I mean, the only criteria I'd be looking for on this one is this indicative of other issues, right? We've seen things like this in the past that may be indicative of things that are not, called out here in terms of the issue itself. But it'd be hard for me to see this any more than a P3 S3, which I think this will just go right back and come back again for this one. But I don't know if we would change that otherwise.
I
We see
found
wrong ticket. Wrong ticket.
that issue that we are triaged. Can you please open issue 26976? It's look like
Yeah.
the same issue with pretty bad description, yeah, but sounds like the workflow is the same.
So we will have to close one.
Probably we can link them as duplicate, and to be honest, as I remember, we have more than 2 duplicates of this issue. Probably we need to link them and close if they don't have pull request, and just link them if,
Okay.
So this issue pull request is already in progress, so I think we can close issues that you presented. Because pull request is already linked to the issue, but the good one is to copy description from your issue to this one, because yeah, description in your issue is more clear than here.
Okay. Well, that's all from my side for today.
Yeah, I think that's all for Triage. Valera, sorry. Vova, do you have any for Triage for today?
Yeah, I think I have few issues. Let me share my screen.
It seems Vova disconnected. Let's wait 1 minute. By the way, Eric, probably you know how often, or to say, how often merchants use what ID or like this functionality. Do you have any like information? Because I know about what ID only like theoretically from Magento, but never remember real use case.
It's hard to say. We don't have as much instrumentation in the product that we do. I think it's still very valid because there's so many use cases that we don't get the chance to see, especially in open source for that one. So I would still think it's just as important, even if we don't personally see it as much, and we don't have hard data until we finish some of the tagging in the product that would tell us otherwise from that one. So it's still worth. I mean, it's still part of it, and still worth consideration.
Yes, thank you. Oh, Volodymyr is back.
Yeah. So something went wrong with my blue jeans, it just crashed it. Yeah, let me share my screen. Okay, this issue about wrong price precision on different locale, dependent on different currency. In current case, it's related to real currency. So yeah, the problem is that it's in different places. Magento shows different precision, uh, 2 or 3, depending where we looking at the product in general. So yeah, that's the main things in this issue. That's the main bug. Our localization works in not fully correct way. Prices the currency.
Yeah, this one's a pricing one that can be really tricky. So I would say on this one, definitely a P2, but probably S1 as well. So pricing is critical.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, let's go to the next one. Yeah, this issue with the back goes back button. So when we open order page grid, we go to the some order page, and after that try to go back to the order grid page. We will redirect it to the wrong URL, and we will have some errors on the page. I will show the screenshot. Yeah, there is. So we press the back button, but we are directed to the wrong URL, and we see this error message something wrong. Yeah, that's the main things in this bug. That back button doesn't work in correct way.
Got it. Yeah, this is a little bit more minor. So let's do a P3 S3 on this one. So it's annoying, but not as critical as the other one.
Okay, that's it from my side also. Sergey, you have something? That's it for today. Ah, yes, Sergey is disconnected. So thank you, Eric. Thank you, Alexei. I think that's it for today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. All right.
Bye. Have a
Bye-bye.
good